Okay, welcome to your second lesson. Hopefully you took some time to go over the counting, you've done your theory, you're working on your flashcards, and you're practicing. By the way, all the answers to every single sheet in this book is located in the back of this book. So don't cheat, okay? After you do it, go back and check your answers. Don't copy. It's not going to be the same. Okay, so treble and bass clef signs. A clef sign is placed at the beginning of the music staff. This is a treble clef sign. It is sometimes called a G clef because it curves around the G line. So if you read the notebook, which is what you got with the package, it tells you that the reason that the G clef is called the G clef is because it crosses the G line 4 times when you draw it. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. It means you're going to play all the high notes above middle C with the right hand. The right hand usually plays, as I said, the notes found on the treble staff. The tones are middle to high sounds. Okay, so your middle C separates the piano into 2, okay? Everything above the middle C is going to be high, if you didn't notice that. Everything below this middle C is going to be low. So as you go down, it gets lower, okay? So to the left is bass clef. To the right is treble clef. It gets higher. And higher and higher. Okay, this is the first page that we're going to do for your second lesson. And what we're going to do here is we're going to use both hands at the same time. So it'd be best if both your thumbs are on middle C because you're going to switch. So as you can see, I have a purple line drawn between the right hand and the left hand, and you can do this on your book also. So on the top, it's R for right, and on the bottom, it's L for left. And you can see I've got the counting written in. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we know that there's 4 beats to the measure because it actually shows you in the book the time signature, which has the top number will tell you how many counts are in the measure, and the bottom number tells you which note gets 1 count. And you can see it starts over again on each measure. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch where you can only see my hands on the piano and you're not going to see the book. So this way you'll be able to get both angles. Okay, as you can see, I have the keys and the book here together because we are going to be using our hands together. And you can see you've got the 4/4 time signature here that tells you there's going to be 4 counts to the measure and the quarter note gets 1 count. And you can see I have a purple line dividing the right hand and the left hand. And you can see that I have the counting written in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and for the right hand, and it starts over in the left hand, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So let's go over it together. So now I have both thumbs on the middle C, okay? But we're going to start with the right hand because that's what it says in the book. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The next measure, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's with the left hand because it's on the bottom. We go back to the top, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And we go back to the bottom with the left hand, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, we're now going to go on to the next page. I have no lines drawn here, but if you decide that you want to, it's absolutely fine. You could draw a line across to separate your right hand from your left hand. And it says on the top that the quarter note looks like this, and it gets 1 count. Again, as you can see, the counting is written in for you, and I wrote it in the way that I like to write it, because later on you're going to learn something called eighth notes, and you're going to need those ands. So you can see the first measure is in the right hand. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then the left hand, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I'm going to switch to the piano, and you'll be able to follow along with the book. and then you'll be able to do it yourself. Okay, my thumb is back on the middle C again. I'm not going to do the whole thing because it's repetitive, but I will go through the first line. Just remember, you do have a second line there that you need to go to. So quarter notes are going to be 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. This is all in the middle C, and you started with your right hand because it was on the top. Now we're going to go to the left hand. 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. The next measure is the right hand. 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. And the next measure is the left hand. 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. And there is a whole nother line there that we're not going to do, but you should do it.